right, guys, welcome back to another episode. So just got back from Ponies and the Smokies last weekend and had a blast. Absolute phenomenal time. Went down to the show and was a vendor this year, and sold a lot of the trunk pull tabs you see here. If you guys haven't seen those, it's so that you don't scratch your deck lid up here, get fingerprints all over it. Everybody knows those things there are nasty for getting stuff all over them. So some of my display stuff still up here, but you just grab it like this, pull it down nice and easy, and it shuts, no fingerprints. So sold a lot of those. I sold out at the show actually. So I talked to some other vendors. There's a major parts company that's going to buy a set and going to sell them on their website coming up. So stay tuned for that. But I did pick up a couple things at the show. You can see one of the things right there that I picked up at the show, RTR piece. Somebody putting that on. Basically what's going to be happening is the exterior of this car is going to be getting a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to be doing some things to it to make it look a little meaner on the street. So it's getting a PP2 front splitter, Performance Pack 2 front splitter put on, and the RTR Side Splitters right here. And then that right there today I'm putting on is the Gurney flap for the Performance Pack 1 rear spoiler. It's a black piece that goes on the lip there. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But what I wanted to also show you was these California pony cars mud flaps. So they do not have a very good profile. It's pretty flat and standard. So what I think I'm going to do, you can see my tape there is not quite sticking to it. It's supposed to be like that. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm getting rocks down in there too. Look at all that. Goodness gracious. So what I'm going to do is take these off and take a heat gun and kind of mold these to have a bit of a curve to it, and then try and install them again and see if it will stick to the body a little bit better right there. If not, I may have to put a screw in there, which I don't really want to do. But anyhow, I'm gonna get to opening this box and putting on the Gurney flap. So let's get started on that. Okay, so for those who haven't seen this yet, this is what it looks like. You see that right there has a lot of 3M tape on here. So talking to the guys at the show, what they said to do was to kind of peel off this 3M tape on the corners and get the corners set, and then slice it in the middle and start peeling off from the inside out. So you want to peel the 3M backing from the inside to the out once the corners have been set. First things first, we're going to put on some adhesive promoter on there first. All right, this right here is what they say to do. If I can get the thing, but basically, you're going to take the backing and peel it over to the side and use some tape there on all the 4 corners on the ends, and also 4 in the middle right here. And what that's going to do is allow you to set the corners first, and then peel from the inside out on the spoiler. So let's put some adhesion promoter on there and get started. All right, here we go. go from the inside out. I'll take you guys up there and show you the rest of it. All right, so here's what the rest of it looks like. So we're gonna go inside out again and take this off. Well, there's that one, and then this one as well. Uh-oh, that's not good. See if we can get this here. Press it down right here, all the way down. Okay, so we get this. That's the problem right there. I have to peel it back a little bit as we peel it up. So I'm gonna need 2 hands for that. Let's see if I can set you guys up here. There we go. There we go, that's how you do it. And then now, press it into place. Same thing on this side. Turn it around. There we go. And I am out in the sun for a reason. I wanted it to be pliable and allow it to warm up the trunk lid and stick as well. So there we are, it's on just like that. I'll wipe it down with some trim restore, make it nice and shiny. Good to go there. All right, I'll show you guys what it looks like now. There it is. Nice and subtle. I say subtle, but really it's pretty aggressive this way. So that's what it looks like. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do now, wipe it down, and then we're gonna move on to the side skirts, and I want to tackle those front mud flaps first, I think. All right, so we have the driver's side splitters on. I'll show you what this looks like underneath. So you will pop out all of these push pins, and I reused them because I didn't destroy them, but they do provide you with a whole crap ton more. And if you can preserve these as much as possible, then you can drill additional ones here on the edge here. There's already some holes. I think there were 3 down through here on this edge, but I drilled a couple more just to ensure that it stays. But you wipe it down, your stock piece, you wipe down with the adhesion promoter and the alcohol, and then you put these push pins in the holes all the way down here. The stock ones go in here, and then the aftermarket ones I just put into here. And then down here at the bottom, I am going to put a washer on that screw that came for this deflector piece here. This deflector piece that goes on here, I'm not going to reinstall it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a washer here and screw the screw back in to kind of hold that in place a little bit more. It's pretty secure as it is, so but that's what it looks like. And it's pretty tight up there. Again, it has the 3M adhesive tape all along here. I'll show you on the other side. The other piece I haven't installed yet, but that red stripe, that's 3M adhesive tape. So you don't peel it all off. You only peel off the first like 2 inches, let it hang out, and then just like on the Gurney flap, you peel it off a little bit at a time. So, but looking aggressive now. Now I just gotta wait for the PP2 front splitter to come in, and I'll be installing that on there as well. Oh, the mud flaps, let me show you. Yeah, so I used a heat gun and I kind of bent them a little bit. Was able to bend them flush to the fender a little bit more. You can see it needs to be bent a little bit more there. I don't want it to pop out too much, but yeah, way better on that. So between those and the side splitters, they should protect some rocks going up there a little bit more, but it gives it a little bit lower stance, makes it look a little bit more aggressive. So once I get the other side on, I will lower the car back down and get the car outside so I can show you what it looks like. All right, she's out of the garage. That's what it looks like, brothers. So that spoiler's pretty aggressive there. I like it a lot. So let's check out the side skirts. I think that'll go really well with the PP2 front splitter. So you can see the rear spoiler lip, the Gurney flap, those side skirts, and then I'm gonna get the PP2 front splitter put on eventually here in a couple weeks. So I think it'll look really, really sharp. Just make it look a little bit lower, make it look really good. So, all right. Love it. Car's turning out good, handles great, looks great, head turner, loving it. All right, so something else I picked up at Ponies in the Smokies was this here 2 tubes from Redline Tuning. These are the hood struts, both for the Ranger and for the Mustang. So I'm gonna get them installed now, and that way I ain't gotta worry about the prop rods on these hoods anymore when I'm working on them. All right, so the truck's done. No prop rod now needed. In fact, it opens up more, like basically higher without the prop rod, but works fine. Just make sure whenever you're putting these on, this is what the bottom looks like. So this little clip right here goes down and it's towards the interior of the truck. But Redline Tuning all the way, baby. Looks good, works well. Yep, good to go. So not only did I get those when I was Ponies in the Smokies, a couple of Ford Ranger items. We got this here old separator, and I also picked up one for the car. So let's get this one installed and then we'll put the one on the car. All right, so it is on. Just need to tighten down these 2 screws right here, but I routed them a little different way than what they say in the instructions because they didn't want you to affect the fan. The way that I have these routed is between this here and what I would say that is probably best is to put this line actually on top of this line. So flip these 2, one on top of the other. Now this line here, the C side, goes to the stock hose that you disconnected. This side right here goes to the manifold. So the O side goes to the manifold, the C side goes to the stock hose. So, and they're actually back into there. So this is the JLT tube and intake side, and this is your original tube that you disconnect from that, turn it 90 degrees and put it on there. So That's how the Ranger's done. Let's move on to the Mustang. I'm sure this is nothing new for you guys. This is simply done. This just replaces the stock piece here. It's gonna go in place. So all you gotta do is this little blue tab, pull up, this other little blue tab, pull up, that replaces there. So same exact thing as before. Put that one on, clip it down into place, clip this one on into place. The oil separator sits just like that. Easily removed whenever you want to sell a car, or if you need to take the oil out of here, just easily pop them off. You can also unscrew down here if you want without taking that all the way off. So there you go, it's done, simple.